Happy Tuesday, right? Happy Tuesday. First things first, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, what you're going to want to do is click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you are watching somewhere else, after this video, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to YouTube, search my first and last name, then click the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. Here's why that is. Because you can win stuff. Also, if you watch any of my videos, you're going to understand I know what I'm talking about, and I'm somebody that can actually help you get to your goals. Okay? So if your goal is to be able to work from home, create sustainable income from home, I'm the person to help you hit your goals. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel because then you can get all of the gold nuggets, you know, before you jump into any programs or something like that, if you ever even decide to jump into programs. Either way. All right? So I typically say who won on Tuesday. Today's been a weird Tuesday, so I'm going to do it tomorrow instead. But every single week, we are going to look at who has commented on our videos, okay, on the channel, and then also who is subscribed. So one person that comments on videos on YouTube, comments on videos on YouTube, and is also subscribed to YouTube, one person every single week is going to win, okay? Everybody got it? Gladiators, ready? Here we go. Bailey, hello. Lynn, good morning. Good morning. Jenna, good morning. Michelle, terrific Tuesday. Yes. Sharon, hey, good morning. Good morning to you. Lorna, good morning from the other coast. From the other coast. Misty, good morning. Mary, good morning. Finally catching you live again. Boom. Debbie, good morning. Denise, hello. Martha, hello to you. Carrie Lynn, good morning. It is a beautiful day. I got the hiccups. Carrie, good morning. So glad to be here live. Boom. Corrine, good morning. Beth, Rose, oh my gosh, all the people. Good morning. Good morning. Here we go. What we're going to talk about today, you guys, is what is happening in HBR. Because I talk about it, but I don't feel like I talk about it enough. Here's why I say that. Because people will continue to ask questions like, what's going on over there? Is there a new thing happening? And so I just need to make a video so then I can say, here, watch this video. Here's the new stuff that's happening, right? So not everybody sees the videos, so we're going to go ahead and get into that today, okay? Plus, maybe you guys just don't even realize that some of this is happening because there's so much that's happening, okay? First of all, for those of you that don't know what HBR is, it stands for Home-Based Revolution, okay? So in the last now 12 years, we have been building businesses. My husband and I have been building businesses, trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and winning, and then winning and winning and winning and winning, okay? So we know what doesn't work. We know what does work. We know how to tweak it so it works for everybody, and that's Home-Based Revolution. It wasn't available pre-COVID because it didn't really seem as necessary then because the world was different then. But then whenever COVID happened, all of a sudden the whole world shifted. Some of the world stalled. Some of the world lost their jobs. But all of the world was shaken to attention, right? So in a post-COVID world, Mike and I almost immediately, a month or two into it, it was like a month into it, we looked at each other and we were like, we need to show people what we've done. We need to show people how we've done what we've done. So we're in a position where we don't have to work. We could just sit on the beach all day long and not do anything, quite frankly. But that's not our goal. That's not our goal for the world. Our goal for all of the families in the world, all of the underdogs in the world, all of the people who want better lives but are not sure how to get there, our goal for those people is for them to see success, for them to live the lives that they desire to live, the lives that they dream about. Our goal is to help them make that a reality so they can see how to do it for themselves, period. Okay? So I'm a business growth expert. Okay? I grow businesses and I do it really, really, really well. Okay? Home-based revolution is what Mike and I have done with our own home-based business. Okay? We've created multiple income streams around ourselves. We work about 5 to 10 hours a week. So it doesn't have to take a lot of time, doesn't have to have a lot of hustle. You don't have to completely forget about your kids in the process. You know, one day they come up to you and they're this high. The next day they come up to you and they've grown a foot, right? We all know that. We've all been busy like that before, where all of a sudden it's just like, man, your kid is growing up and you missed it. Even if you are working from home because of this hustle thing that society and different businesses and corporations are like, you gotta really work and blah, 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 blah. No, you don't, actually. I would venture to say it's better if you don't really work that hard. I'm a little against the grain whenever it comes to that. But that's because I care about life. I care about making money and being comfortable. Yeah, of course. I care about serving people and I care about my life mattering in the process. And my family unit, my relationships with people not falling by the wayside in the process. And you guys, what we have done, what Mike and I have done, Mike's my husband in case you don't know. Mike, hey Mike, if you're watching. What we have done, you guys, is we've created these income streams that has created a massive business around us that doesn't require a lot from us aside from us showing up in service whenever we want to. I choose to show up every day because that's who I am. Every day, Monday through Friday, because that's who I am. It's what I want to do. But on the weekends, it's my time. And even Monday through Friday, I only work like an hour or so a day, right? The rest of the time is my time to do with what I want. I can work out. I can go take a walk. I can take Nora to Disney Springs. We can fly down to Miami, or we can drive down to Miami and hang out for a few days and not have it be weird at all. Don't have to call anybody and tell somebody that we need to leave for the week. We just say, hey, want to go to Miami? All right, pack the bags and get going, right? That's the life that we get to live. And you guys, I don't say that because I want you to be jealous of me. That's not at all it. I want you to understand we were where you are 12 years ago. There's not, and is it going to take you 12 years? No, because we've shortened the learning curve. All of this stuff that I teach in HBR is basically, there was an overgrown area, like jungle area. And what I did was in trying things and failing and trying and failing and figuring it out, what really works and what really feels good and what is really sustainable to me as a person, what's sustainable to me as a person is not being salesy and weird and sleazy. I will not do that. And so I definitely don't teach you guys how to do that because it's not even what I do. That's gross. It's not sustainable. I can't do that. Okay? I choose not to be salesy and sleazy and weird. I choose not to. And so I'm teaching you guys how to grow these businesses around yourself where you don't even have to show up like buy my stuff, buy my stuff. You don't even have to do that. It's not even about that. It's kind of like the anti-sell. You don't really sell anything. You serve. You show up and you serve. But you guys, it was like a grown over jungle. And I took a machete to the pathway and was like, here's how we go. And then we go up the mountain. Behind all of this overgrown jungle was like rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. Okay? That's what I took a machete to, was the jungle, so we can see the rest of it. So we can clearly understand, here's the path, here's the way, this is how we go. And that's what HBR is. I teach you how to do this. Now, I get the question a lot, can I do HBR if I have no idea what I want to do? The answer is yes. And I know you might be like, now that is just a straight up lie. It's not. Here's the thing. All you need is a heart for service. All you need, basically, you need to be the kind of person that if you see a little old lady walking across the street needing help, you need to be the kind of person that would go help her. If that is you, if you see somebody in trouble and you want to help them, that is all you need. I can work with that. And out of that, I can help you pull out what your thing is. The way you're going to show up and serve, and the way you can be able to build income streams around yourself, around your family. You guys, you can turn this entire world that tells us that we need to go to school, that we need to go to college, that we need to get a 40-hour-a-week job for 40 years, and then maybe at the end of it, you're going to get to have a little bit of fun. You can turn all of that on its head. You can just tell them, no thanks. That doesn't fit what I see for myself. That's what I said. One day I was sitting at my office in corporate America. I got a video of my daughter taking her first steps. In that moment, everything blacked out from the outside in. I went into tunnel hearing, and it was just like a movie. Everything stopped. And I was brought to the question, is this okay? Not right or wrong, but is this okay? Are you okay with missing these things, mama? Right? Are you okay with that? And I was not okay with it. And so that is where I set out. I set out to figure out a different way to do things, a different way than anybody has ever shown me. I didn't think I was going to be forging this path alone. I didn't think I was going to have to do that. I thought I was going to just be able to go to Google and figure it out. That ain't the case. You go to Google and you're sold all of these different things of like how to do an email list and how to build a website and how to blah, right? All of these things that don't really work until you put them together in the right way, with the right intention, with the right heart, with the right service, with the right offerings. That is what HBR is. I put all of that together. You don't need anything else. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anything else. You don't need anyone else. Okay? That's it. That's HBR. And it's very inexpensive. Could I charge $100,000 100%? Yes. Would people pay it? Yes. Because the return you get on what I teach you is almost, why wouldn't you invest if your return comes quickly? Why wouldn't you do that? Last night, my daughter, we were playing Monopoly, and I was talking about cash flow. And she was like, what's a return? Because I said, well, baby, you're going to have a return the first time somebody hits that. Turned out it was me, and she kicked me out of the game. So my 6-year-old is a boss, by the way. But she's like, what's a return, mommy? A return means you have gotten your money back, and now you're on top of that. Now you're in the icing. HBR, you get a return. This isn't something that you spend money on and then you've just been at a loss. Like, spend money on something else. No, you get a return for life. I think I just ate a bug. You get a return for life. Here are the things you need to know about HBR and what's happening. So first of all, let me just say this. If you are not yet in HBR, what you need to do is you need to message my Facebook business page. Just Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the word case study, flash sale, hey girl, whatever you want to message me, makes no difference. So I am making HBR half off until the new site is ready, the new e-commerce site that I'm about to go into. Okay, so HBR will be half off until the new site is ready. That means get your butt in there, start building your things so that you can take advantage of what I'm about to tell you right now. Okay, again, Living the Dream with Martha. I'll leave that on while I'm talking. Okay, so all of the normal HBR stuff is there. Number 2, we're building the new e-commerce website. Now, what is the e-commerce website? So HBR is where I teach you how to build your business, build your income streams, how to market them, how to do all of the things that I have done. Like Mike and I, all of the stuff we've done, I teach you. I do not hold anything back. I teach you everything, okay? That's HBR. The e-commerce site is where we have decided we're not only going to teach you how to build these income streams, we're going to help you, we're going to help feed you. We're going to help actually bring people in and buy from you, okay? So the e-commerce site is going to have 3 different things. One thing that it's going to have is it's going to be kind of like a VA platform. So VA stands for virtual assistant. So anybody that needs help with anything in their business, whether it's copywriting or graphics or social media help or whatever it is, help with your YouTube channel, setting things up, that's virtual assistant stuff right there, okay? Now, you could go out to any virtual assistant platform and hire a virtual assistant. You definitely could do that. Here's what I'm doing is I'm adding onto my own site an e-commerce platform where my HBR people, you have to be an HBR in order to put your services up. My HBR people will be able to put what their skills and expertise are up on the VA site, the VA part of the site that's going to be on my site, and be able to sell their services on my site as my student. Now, the whole world will be coming to this site. I'll make sure of it. I know how to do that, okay? The whole world will be coming to this site to hire VAs for their skill sets because we are the best. We do things the best. We do things heart-centered and making sure that people are taken care of. We don't post to post. We make sure that it's good. We make sure that people are well taken care of, okay? So my HBR people, even if that isn't something that they want to do long-term, but it's going to help them create income as they're working on X, Y, and Z, they can still put their stuff up and take it down whenever they're ready to take it down. I'm going to help feed you. It is Mike and my goal to end poverty and to put families back together again. We will do everything in our power to make sure that that happens. Okay, guys? So when I say we will feed you, that is why we are bringing people in for you. We want you to be making money. Okay? That is for the VA stuff. Number 2, coaching. Okay? So there are lots of life coaches and all sorts of coaches out there. You will be able to put your coaching services, coaching, consulting services on the website as well. People will be able to look you up. You'll have, they will have a star system. We'll have recommendations, testimonials. All of that stuff will be on there so you're not blindly hiring somebody, right? But you'll be able to find a coach on there, a life coach, that sort of thing. Also, something that's happening for just my HBR people. You have to be an HBR for this to happen. Are you understanding? You need to be an HBR. Why am I telling you you need to be an HBR so much? Because I know it's going to change your life. And if you're watching me, you're ready for your life to change. You don't just watch me and not want to change your life. I would be really annoying to you. You want to change your life. I'm here to show you how to do that. You need to bite the bullet and jump into HBR, period. Okay? It's half off. What are you waiting for? Okay? I am having a business strategy licensing. I'm going to license people to do business strategy the way that I do. I'm also putting them on my site because a lot of people try to reach out to me and they say, hey, can you work for me? Da, 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 da. I don't have the bandwidth to do so. And so instead, I'm licensing other people to do it. They'll be able to do strategy the way that I do strategy. This is something people in HBR are very excited about because they already know. They already know the business. You can create an entire massive income stream just doing business strategy. The entire world needs to know how to do business the way that I do business, and now it finally can. Okay? That is the third thing. And then the fourth thing is the programs that people are creating, you know, to be able to support their people, their audiences, their communities. They'll also be able to sell those on my platform. No additional monthly fees or anything like that. They'll be able to sell their stuff on my platform. Okay? You've never seen anything like this before. You've never seen an entrepreneur try so hard, not try, do so hard to get their people taken care of, to make sure, to ensure success. You've never seen this before. You may never see it again. You need to jump into this, okay? Also with HBR, just in case you don't know, we also have weekly calls. So every Tuesday, except for this Tuesday, because it's the 5th Tuesday of the month, every Tuesday, we have a live momentum call where you can ask your questions. It's a whole thing. And then, of course, I also have a support team that you can email any questions that you have. You are always supported. The thing is, you pay for HBR once and you are in for life. You pay once and you're in for life. You will get where you're going. You will get to the dream life that you've chosen for yourself. You will, if you take the first step. Then the last thing, you guys, is we will be doing masterminds and boot camps. And that will be every 90 days. So every 3 months, we'll have a live mastermind. First one's virtual. After that, every 3 months, we'll have a live mastermind. Tops out at 40 people. Those people will get one-on-one work with me. We'll go over goals, implementation activities for the next 90 days. So you get where you're going and way beyond what you thought was possible for yourself. We're producing millionaires in service to the world. Don't you dare think that can't happen, because it is. It is happening. Okay? So those are the masterminds. We're going to do boot camps every 90 days as well, because as you probably heard, the masterminds cut off at 40 people because that's a live event. The boot camps every 90 days are not going to be cut off at all. Whoever wants to can come into those, and those will be 90-day check-ins with different topics, but we'll always be going over goals, implementation, and activities, because we know that when we track data, we can be successful. When we track what happened the previous 90 days, the next 90 days is going to be easier. When you track the previous 90 days again, the next 90 days are going to be easier. It will get easier and easier, and you've got me on your side. HBR, do not play around. The only reason you would not join HBR is if you just simply don't want your life to change at all. Those are the only people not joining. I'm serious. What questions do you guys have? Seriously, lifetime access is amazing. Oh, let me get this off. Seriously, lifetime access is amazing. I've been in since the beginning, and she just keeps adding content and more information. It's all included in your one-time fee. That's it. Real talk. That's it. Marta, millionaires in service to the world. Heck yes. Lynn, hashtag it's happening now. It is. Devery, think of every program you've ever looked at. Did they have a success guarantee? Do they offer lifetime support? HBR has evolved and continues to evolve with Martha's growth. Ride this wave. Yes. Yes. That's what's going on, you guys. Boom. All right. Here's the thing. If you're not in, you need to get in. It's half price right now. Jump in. Stop playing around. Stop thinking, oh, maybe later. Maybe later never happens. Maybe later is a lie you tell yourself that makes you feel okay for today because you're not making choices. I'm just going to be the bearer of accurate news. Maybe later never ever happens. If you want your life to change, you make the choice right now. Reach out to my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me whatever you want to. Let's get you in. Let's get you started. This is happening with or without you. I'd rather it be with you. I love you guys. Bye-bye.